Hello, everyone. Welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am Life Coach Marife Garfin from Life Coach Philippines, and this is Coaching for Overcoming. Coaching for Overcoming is the space for parents, caregivers, and guardians who are intentional about overcoming challenges in raising the next generation. So thank you for joining me live today. And please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you're coming from. Do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'm going to be sharing this afternoon. You may also give some shout outs po sa inyong mga kaibigan, kabag-anak, mga kabarkada, and give them some inspiring messages. Do freely, tag them in the comment section of this video. And even if it's already a replay, just tag them so that they'll be able also to have an awareness of what we're going to be talking about this afternoon. So if you're watching this on a replay, mag-comment lang tayo ng hashtag replay. And I'm streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI Connect. And if you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. So, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat, no? So, I hope that medyo lumakas na naman po yung ulan dito sa amin. I know maybe you can hear. Baka naririnig niyo po yung lakas ng ulan. So once again, we had a very warm weather this morning, pero ngayon medyo ulan na, umulan na naman, okay? So today we're going to be talking about overcoming parenting traps. So did you know that there are really traps that we can fall into that may cause, no? That may cause our parenting to suck. Hmm? Parenting to suck. So we need to really like level up ourselves in terms of awareness. But before that, let me give a brief introduction of myself. Just in case this is the first time you're seeing me and you get told somebody tag you, somebody shared the link. This is the first time you're seeing me. Now let me give an introduction of myself. I am a certified co-actively co-create life coach. I'm also a certified mental health coach. And I am a Master Builder Apprentice to Master Coach is Master Builder Apprenticeship Program. We build tribe as we help your unstoppable dream come true. I am a public speaker trained under the 6 steps to a six-figure public speaking career training. And I was a scholar to this training by Master Coach A. And I am the founder and the creator of my nth attempt to parenthood. This is a coaching community that seeks to empower every parent to take a stand in mental health for themselves and their children. So if you're one parent, no, needing help, needing empowerment, or you just want to really learn, maliliit pa yung mga anak mo, you want to learn, you have some inputs about parenting, then join us in my nth attempt to parenthood and freely make your comment. And if there's going to be some articles being posted there, you can just make your comment so that we can help each other. I am by background a registered nurse with almost 22 years of hospital work experience, and but I have transitioned myself 6 years ago to becoming an entrepreneur. I am the owner and the operator of the Healthy Hub by Health and Wellness Coaching Center located here in Arellano Street, Tacloban City, Leyte, Philippines. So if you want a safe space, you want some healthy food, you want healthy conversation, this is the place for you. So do just drop by, no? And because of everything that I've been doing, I need to really like continuously learn, to continuously grow. Because I have clients also that I do one-on-one coaching and group coaching and even walk with them, no, in a coaching program. So because of that, I'm continuously learning and I've chosen myself to become a member of the Be Learning Society and I'm one of the mental model collector. Okay, so I need those learning, no, breakthrough knowledge, no, that will really make me how do you call it, ready for whatever changes that's going to be happening in the landscape and even in the workplace landscape. No, so shout out to all my fellow fellow kindred coaches here in my space. In this digital space, we have Coach Tindy Hoya, we have Coach Orville. So thank you so much for joining me and to everyone who na nandito ngayon sa ating space, no, to learn together on parenting trap. So magandang hapon po sa ating lahat, no? So, all throughout when we have always heard, no, na parenting is never easy. Parenting is never simple. So we have to really like level up ourselves and continuously learn. So this afternoon, let me ask you to just focus. Let me ask you to just be here, no 100%. Give yourself a break, no sit with us, really focus with us, and get your hashtag pack my bag moment. Ano pong ibig sabihin nito? Hashtag pack my bag moment is yung parang nag-attend ka ng seminar and you got something like really wow, that was something. It was really an aha moment na a big realization where you're able to connect, no? So, pag nakuha niyo po yan, kunin niyo yung phrase na yan, ilagay niyo sa inyong timeline, lagyan niyo ng hashtag pack my bag moment and hashtag coaching think talk so that they will know where you got that thought. And then at the same time, you will also be able to become a blessing to other people. We never know, no? May mga taong who are just quiet, who are just minding themselves, but when they browse through the digital face, like in social media, meron silang nakita that will lift their spirit up. And so you become a blessing. And you know what? When you share, when you give, the ripple effect is so much bigger, so much wider, mas maganda po sa pakiramdam. Kaya mag-share po tayo ngayon ng ating mga nalilearn in the digital space. Kung nakakapag-share tayo ng mga joke, nakakapag-share tayo ng mga information, then we can share also something that we have truly like found a treasure no na gusto nating i-share para malaman din ng iba. Okay? So, good afternoon to the coaches and I hope that you had a wonderful lunch and I hope that you're ready and that you're awake. So, get your tea, get your something to munch on para magising po tayo ngayon kasi nga unholy hour yung 2 p.m. Okay? So, let's move on, no? Sabi nga natin, parenting is never easy. It's never easy. It's never simple. You come into becoming a parent, wala naman po siyang orientation, no? There's no orientation to becoming a parent. Hindi yung, like, unlike nung mga nag-aasawa ka, meron sinasabing pre-ka na. So there's an orientation to getting married, about marriage, no? And even if you go to a baptism, yung may baptism po, no? There's also a seminar. There's also a parang guide, no? Na the priest will tell you or your pastor will tell you that this is how it should be. Even kung magnininang ka lang, ano yung mga responsibilities ng pagnininang? But in parenting, wala. Wala yung nagsabing, oh, ito, mag-parent ganito. No? Specifically on parenting. No? So, that's why all that we know and all that we have is basically coming from experience. Pero ang tanong, what if the experiences that we have is something na hindi siya maganda? Something that you don't want to really, like, ayaw mo mapuntahan ng mga anak mo. Ayaw mo ding ma-experience ng anak mo. So there are such a thing as parenting traps. Itong mga like, on a day-to-day basis na ginagawa natin to take care of our children, no? As we become parent and we go into the role of parenting, there are certain traps. Nahuhulog po tayo, di ba? When you talk about a trap, it is something that it's na-bind ka doon. Na, how do you call it? Yung natali ka doon. Or nahulog ka. If it's a trap na nahulog ka doon at nahihirapan kang how do you call it? Makaalis doon. Kung may butas or there's a hole, no? You fell into the pit and it's difficult for you to get out. So those are traps, no? And parent traps are specific ways, these are specific ways you act or speak with your child or even your partner that commonly happens with pressure of being a parent. Okay? So yung pagiging you're pressured, no? You're pressured, you have to live up to the expectation of society because nga, 'di ba, mayroong mga standards. Dapat kung parent ka, ito dapat yung gagawin mo. And you fall into that trap. And you because of that falling into that trap, no, there are ways that when you speak, it's like talagang nakatali ka doon. So when you speak, the way you speak and the way you relate with your partner also, for example, your spouse, no, this is the way you are conversing or the way you are communicating and the way you are translating your part in the role that you're playing. Okay, so that's a parent trap. Ano-ano naman itong mga parent traps na ito, no? Ano-ano. So I want you to really like reflect what are the traps. No, when I was preparing this one, I know I fell into almost all of the traps, no, parenting traps. And for you to learn about this, if you're a young parent, you can always recalibrate. You can always be mindful of na hindi ka talaga mahulog dito sa mga parenting traps na ito so that you can come out no to be the best version of yourself, and at the same time you will be able to really like build no build a very strong foundation of your parent and child relationship, di ba? So masaya 'yon, no? So what are the different parenting traps? Okay? So minsan hindi natin alam to, or we don't, na-experience natin but we don't have a name, so nahirapan tayong ma-recalibrate yung ating sarili. Pero so for now, I want you to like center yourself and evaluate. Ano yung dito yung ako'y nahulog na sa parenting trap na ito. So what are the different parenting traps? Okay? And most of these usually happen when the children are small. Maliliit pa yung mga anak mo. Of course, kung ang iba naman ay nasasanay na nadadala na until their children are all grown up. But definitely, it begins when your children are small because that's the time also you begin to parent. Okay? So number one is the criticism trap. This is when you are always negatively correcting your child. Okay, so lahat ng ginagawa ng anak mo, mali. There's a, hindi naman mali, but there's, um, the way you correct would always be coming from negativism. Negative kang mag-correct. Ano ba yan? Hindi naman yung tama yung ginagawa mo. Ano ba yan? Mali. Hindi maganda. Okay? So, and this is always constant. No, you're constantly doing this, that it falls, no, it brings a strain. It brings a strain to your relationship with your children. So nagkakaroon ng strain ang relasyon ninyong uh, mag-ina. Okay? As again, as I've said, this begins when your children are still small. Okay? They start that way. No? Talagang nakasanayan mo nang sabihin sa anak mo na ito, negative, lahat ng mga negative things, yun ang nasasabi mo sa anak mo. We feel, no, we kind of respond, no? When we respond to messes, we respond to upset, di ba? May mga tantrums yung ating mga anak, okay? We tend to correct. And the correction oftentimes comes from a negative way of saying it. No? A negative way of saying it. So, ang nangyayari dito is you keep on yelling, you keep on getting angry with your child. So, like clean up the mess, you're always messing up, you're always doing this, I'm so tired already. So this criticism trap would really cause no a strain in your relationship with your children. So sooner or later your child will really distance from you kasi matatakot na siya because you have been constantly into falling into the criticism trap. Okay? Sometimes we get impatient, we get angry, and especially if you're a working mom, you go home and you're tired, tapos nakita mo, magulo yung bahay, then you fall into the criticism trap. The second is leave them alone trap. So, this is a relative, no? Kaibigan siya ng criticism trap, no? This is when you constantly tell your children, you talk to your children, don't do that. Don't do that. Stop that. Stop doing that. Don't go out there. You might fall. If you fall and you get hurt, don't cry. Don't cry to me. Don't come running crying out to me. Or some of the parents no here in Tacloban, we call that lalo na pag natapilok yung bata no at sinabihan mo yung bata, wag kang pumunta doon. Eh matigas yung ulo, sabi mo natigas ang ulo kasi so natapilok. And then you would say mirisi. Here in Tacloban, we call it mirisi is yeah, you got it right. Kasi matigas yung ulo mo. We call that mirisi. O parang you're adding more to the pain no because nasaktan na nga, mas parang inano mo pa na, kasi ganyan ka. Okay, so good for you. When you say very, say, yeah, that's good for you. Okay, so you're constantly correcting the behavior. And when you are doing that, when you are the leave them alone trap, when you are doing this, no, the tendency is that you overlook, no, you tend to overlook the good things that your children have been doing. So may mga bagay na hindi mo tuloy nakikita. Yung mga gandang nakikita na nagagawa ng anak mo, hindi mo na nakikita kasi nakasanayan mo na tingnan palagi yung kanilang pagkakamali. Okay? So you're always correcting on the correcting mode. Okay? And if it's not even correcting because it's simply like speaking in there but not really being mindful to speak to the child why hindi mo gusto yung ginawa niya. Okay? So that's leave them alone trap. Another trap that you can fall into is for the sake of children trap. This is like, di ba, when your children are still small. No? Nandito si Sheila, Coach Sheila. When your children are still small, like all your time is bathing, cooking, cleaning, tapos, lalo na kung mga toddlers, no? Naglalaro na yung anak mo. Kalat na naman doon. And sabi nga nila, when your walls are white, you cannot have white walls when your children are small because they will color it. It becomes a paper for them. Bigyan mo ng papel, pero yung anak mo hindi magko-color sa papel. Saan sila magko-color? Doon sila magko-color sa wall. And there was a good quote or yeah, that I've read, no, na sabi, excuse me, my children are not messy, they're just making memories. So nakalimutan ko kung sino yung nagsulat noon, but it was a parent who said, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, if our house are messy, it's because my children are making memories. And it's a beautiful way to really attack the mess, no. Kasi nga, like last night, Coach Tindy Hoya shared, no, na when there's really clutter, it has impact in our mental health. And if you're a mom, matututo, it's really a normal reaction, no, na pagtingin mo ng kalat, like, wow, naglinis pa lang ako ngayon kanina. And a lot of times our life is filled, no? Our life is all about taking care of the children that oftentimes that not, we forgot our adult relationship. We forgot to nurture a relationship with our spouse. We forgot relationship to nurture relationship with our other family members or even our friends. So it's all about in there. And this is not a good practice, no? When you are in the for the sake of children trap, because definitely there's going to be burnout. There's going to be burnout even if you're not wanting it, because we are created, we are created to really connect, no? Connect with other people. Of course, your children, you can connect with your child, but it's not the same level. You're not going to be able to get mental health energy, no? Because hindi mo nakakausap on a higher level yung anak mo. That's why there is a need for you to maintain an adult relationship. But a lot of times, napupuno na tayo, doon na lang tayo sa ating role as a parent, no? Kaya nalalagay tayo doon sa for the sake of the children trap. The next is perfect parent trap. And this is very common nowadays. The perfect parent trap is very common nowadays because you see everything so beautiful in the social media. You see family going on a vacation, yet you don't have the budget. You see the family going into an awesome resort, going into a dining every Sunday, yun na yung kanilang habit, no? And you want the same perfection. You see, the social media dictated what a perfect family life should be. But what we see in the social media is just basically only the surface of the reality. It's not the real deal. Okay? And so we go into the perfect parent trap that we want things to be as easy, to be as beautiful as the things that we see on television or even on our social media. So parent, because of this perfect parent trap, you push yourself harder, you beat yourself if you think you're not able to get what the picture that you have seen, no? Hindi mo na put in place in your family, you beat yourself and you kind of feel like a failure. And oftentimes than not, when you feel like a failure, since you're always taking care of your children, you are with your children, sila po yung nagiging, they become the sponge, no, of our frustration and the feeling of failure. So you became angry, you become frustrated, mas madali ka nang mairita. So be aware not to fall into the perfect parent trap. There's no perfect parenting. There's none. Every one of us will move into our parenting season in the way, okay, in the way that we are growing as a parent and our how, because we carry it. We carry it in ourselves. You cannot give what you do not have. So you cannot be, if you're one person, if you're one parent who wants perfection, yet you are not taking care of yourself, how can you achieve it? There's no perfect parenting. There's none. You and your child will have to be able to figure it out. But it is always should be bounded, should be in the basic foundation of love. It's always of love and nurturing. Okay? So tanggalin na natin yung perfect parent trap because, you have to be mindful of this because this is very easy. This is like a flu. You can catch it, especially if you're browsing your social media. Number 5 is the martyr trap. Ito naman ay um, ito ay relative relative to, no? Or kasama ito o magkamag-anak ito, magkaibigan ito ng for the sake of children trap. It's like you devoted 100% of yourself to your children that you no longer have a life for yourself. Lahat ginawa mo na for your child. I'm not saying wag mong gawin sa anak mo, no? I'm not saying you don't become the best parent, but what I'm trying to say, your parenting role is one of your many roles. It can take a major role, but it should not be all of who you are. There is more to parenting. There is more to life than simply being a parent. And oftentimes, when you are the martyr trap, you're in the martyr trap, you do everything 100%, you neglect everything about you and how to take care of you, you neglect about other people. So ang nangyayari, you give less of you. You give less of you to your the less of you to your child. Because as I've said on the premise, you cannot give what you do not have. If you're not the best of you, then what best can you give to your child? So these are the 5 different parenting traps. So tingnan niyo po, ano yung nahulog kayo dito? What among the 5 parenting traps have you ever experienced? And how did you get out from it? And if you're one parent na who's not yet in here, no? Hindi nyo pa na-experience, then listen up because there are ways to overcome the different parenting traps. No? How do you overcome parenting traps? No? Number 1 is tips to overcome parenting trap is create routine and clear expectation. So a lot of times, um, you wake up in the morning, as I said, everything about you, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home parent, no? Or you work from home na mga parents, no? The tendency is nami-mix up tayo doon sa ating parenting role and even our employee role, no? So, and then it becomes messy, we got overwhelmed, there's so much clutter in our mind to the point that you get angry and you don't know already what to expect, especially if you have not set clear expectations. So magiging messy, you get agitated, you get angry because you get overwhelmed. So if you want to get out, no, you want to overcome the parent traps, no, parenting trap, create routine that you can follow, like for example for the day, and ilagay nyo sa routine nyo ano yung expectation nyo for each one and even for the rest of the day. so that you don't get overwhelmed. And you have to remember when our children are growing up, they need more of your time. There will be a lot of cleaning, but remember, it's only for a season. Hindi po siya all your life. So look at it as a memory to look back. No? Next is give affirmation or praise. When you are already falling into the criticism trap, you're going into the leave them alone trap where you're being negative in correcting, you're always criticizing. Take a hold of yourself, give a and remember this, no, and breathe in, breathe out. Remember, give affirmation or praise. When you give affirmation, wow, oh, I'm glad, oh, it's kind of messy here. Will you be able to help me? And pag natulungan ka ng anak mo, just tell your child, good job. I'm really blessed you're my son and my child. Give affirmation. Wow, Kuya, you're able to do this. Wow, I'm so proud of you. Give affirmation or praise. Because when you give affirmation and praise, the child will seek to continue to do good. Kasi alam niyang napahappy ka niya. Thirdly, set time for self-care. This is very important. Set a time for me time, 30 minutes. Don't beat yourself guilty. A 30 minute to get out, no, to get to go somewhere, find a space where you can have coffee, where can you do your journal. A 30-minute will do. It will not harm your child. But of course, make sure that there's someone looking after your child, especially pag maliliit pa, no. But what I'm trying to say, don't feel guilty because when you take care of yourself, you become better. You become a better parent and you give the best of you. So set time. Set time to really recalibrate, to breathe, to do something that you are passionate about. Because when you're doing all these things, there's a sense of achievement, there's a sense of well-being, and then you're able to do things with joy. Okay? Then connect with other parents. Connect with other parents. When you're talking with other parents, uh, you're learning also how to be able to, from their experience, may nalilearn ka. And I'm not saying you have the same situation, but once that meron kang narinig sa isang parent, no, you level up your thoughts, you're able to have exchanges with them, and then you're able to do some tweaking on what they have shared, which you can do because it is possible for you and your child. So connecting with them will give you a breather, will give you input na hindi ka alone, hindi ka nag-iisa sa mga bagay na na-experience mo ngayon. Nalinis na lang ng linis, luto ng luto, no? Because that's really the role when the children are still small. That's the kind of parenting, more of the physical, okay? But you will miss it when your children grows up because they would no longer like ask for you and they can just live their life without you. And so take time, no? Connect with other parents so that you can enrich yourself with learning and you can enrich yourself with um, fresh supply of energy. Okay? And then spice up relationship with your spouse. Even if you're a parent, don't forget to have your date time. You must have a time of alone time with your husband where you can just simply talk to each other, where you can have conversation with each other. Hindi naman kailangan talagang umalis ng bahay, no, kung you don't have the budget to do so. Or you can just walk around the boulevard, time to be in the park and just have a conversation na kayo lang dalawa, na wala yung bata, no, that will disturb you sa inyong conversation. Because when your relationship is good, no, when your relationship is strong with your spouse or with your partner, you feel good, and then you're able also to share that confidence and that goodness to your children. Hindi po nag end yung date time with your husband because you have children. The more that you should date so that you will be able to refresh yourself and remind yourself, okay, that there are things outside of being a parent. There is still relationship that you need to nurture. Okay, so importante po yun because when you are in a good relationship, you're also easy to nurture relationship with your children. Next is get healthy. Importante po yung healthy kayo. Kasi nga, if you are feeling, start eating good food, look into what you are eating, start exercising, because when you are feeling strong, then whatever mess up your child, nag-throw up siya, naglaro siya doon, nagkalat-kalat doon, hindi ka madaling mapagod because you have the stamina. You have the stamina. You have the strength. And definitely when you're healthy, you feel good about yourself and your brain is able to perceive that you are able to handle whatever challenges that is coming your way. So get healthy. And number seven, expand your knowledge. Knowledge is power, especially if you're going to apply it. It's going to be transformational if you apply. But first things first, get awareness, expand your knowledge, how you can become a better parent. Just input. Hindi naman po ibig sabihin na kung ano yung nalaman mo, word for word, yun ang mangyayari dapat. Because you have to suit it in the situation that you and your child are in. Okay? But when you are knowledgeable, when you are learning, you get to develop empowerment inside of you. With knowledge, you get to level up your confidence. And so you don't walk in uncertainty, though there are things that are uncertain in life na hindi naman talaga makokontrol. But when you are expanding in your knowledge, you become a better person, you become more confident, you see more of your potential, and because of that, you share your overflow to your children. Okay? So these are tips, no? Tips that will help you to get out of the parenting trap. And these are tips that will allow you to level up yourself, not just overcome, but rather become empowered, no? To become the best parent you wish yourself to be. So, which among the seven can you begin today? Which among the seven you can begin tomorrow? And which among the seven you can begin in 30 days? Hindi naman po ibig sabihin biglaan ito gawin mo. But which among can you start? Today? Ano yung pwedeng simulan bukas or in 2 weeks? And in 30 days, what can you do? Hmm? So thank you so much for joining me, parents. Do not forget, parenting is not about relying on your child, on you to change your child's behavior. A lot of times, yes, we nurture. Yes, we give our love. But we will always mess up. There will be times when we will commit mistakes. We're human. We have some cognitive biases. We have, there were some trauma when we were growing up. There were some frustrations when we were growing up, and it will rub on us. But remember, when you become a parent, there are so many things that you are basically not knowing. There's so many uncertainty that will come in. When you're a parent, you do the best that you can, but at the end of the day, you partner with God. Parenting is partnering with God. Parenting is about you relying on God to transform your child's heart despite all your mistakes. Yes, there's no perfect parenting. We will mess up. There will be failures. But each day is a day to be, each day is a day to begin again. Each day is a day to start anew. And there's no end of the line. There is always the line to begin. Okay? So, with all the learnings, no, that you have been pursuing, I'm pretty sure you will grow up to become the parent, the best parent you can be. And when you trust, know your parenting in partnership with God, I'm pretty sure He will always be there to give you the wisdom and the strength to do the things that you needed to do to nurture your child so that they will grow towards the design God has for them. Okay? So thank you so much for joining me. And if you want still to have deeper conversation into how you can overcome parenting traps or anything about becoming empowered as a parent, I give a free or a complimentary coaching session. Just connect with me. Let's have the conversation at 0975995238 or you may also connect with the coaches in our digital space. We have Coach Tin, we have Coach Orville, and if you can connect with Coach Rizal, 0917-586-1661. And start that session, no? Life coaching changed me a lot. It started my transformation journey. So it would be a good thing to have that meaningful conversation with your coach or with a coach, okay? And as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. And if you're not yet a smart holder of the Be Learning e-card and you are still missing the perks that we are enjoying, today is the best time to take action. And di ba sinabi natin kanina, empower yourself with knowledge. No? Empower yourself with knowledge. And this is one avenue for every parent to really grow. Be part of the Be Learning Society, continuously grow because we are learning here the different mental models. And when you talk about mental models, it's a worldview, it's a framework, it's the way we think. And when we are growing up, we have that mental model. We have our own mental model influenced by our caregivers, the society we grow up, the community that we live in. But there are so many mental models that you can choose to adopt and intentionally use so that you will become the best parent that you can be. No? So if you become a member of the Be Learning Society, which is the 10th maker of the Be Learning Homes, yan po yung picture na yan, that's the dream, the vision of Master Coach A na gagawa ng ganyang Be Learning Homes to nurture each and everyone, especially the new generation, to be mentally fit. Di ba gusto natin yan sa mga anak natin? So as you take part and become a member of the Be Learning Society, you also contribute to the coming to be of this mental fitness home. And when you become a Be Learning Society member, you enjoy 5% food and beverage discount when you get the Be Learning e-card from Decaf Coffee Republic and get a full access to the Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A happening every fourth Saturday of the month, plus a benefit of a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches of Life Coach Philippines. Okay? And this coming March 26th, I'm so excited. We're going to be learning again at 7 p.m. a new mental model. And this time, this is Fit to Grow Developmental Growth Mental Model. And this is such a beautiful learning for a parent. No? Kasi we become the mirror. We become a mirror to our children. We become a mirror to our children. We let them see uh, a picture of who we are and how we deal with things. So we allow them as we grow, as we strive to be fit to grow, we also give them an example how it is to do it. So it's a good thing to sit in this mental model masterclass. So this is happening March 26th at 7 p.m. Connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 so that you can be assisted for registration. Okay? And also, as I said earlier kanina, no, when you grew up, there are some, in our experiences while we're growing up, hindi na natin naiwasan and we never really know if is, the way we parent is basically because it has an influence of some trauma. So let me invite each and every one of you, especially if you're a parent, no, you are in the best position to become a trauma recovery partner and support aid for your child. So if you're one person who really wanted to level up, wanted to grow, to prepare, no, so that you can stand up for your children's mental health, join the Trauma Masterclass series of Master Coach A. We will have our last on this series, no, this coming March 18 at 7 p.m. Again, connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661. Okay, and if you're also an individual who intend to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, Master Coach, offers co-actively co-create certified Life Coach Certification Program. This is CPD accredited with 40 credit units from the UK, the number one accrediting body of UK on CPD. Now, when you talk about CBT, it is really continuing professional development, and it is you refreshing your knowledge by doing new things. And CECC Life Coach Certification Program uh, provides you for this one. Life coaching is a 21st century, no, 21st century learning experience that is empowering professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains, thereby increasing the relevance and increasingly complex workplace. So if you're one person, you want to level up in this time of a complex workplace, then co-actively co-create life coach certification program is for you. There are so many bonuses. You can begin with 5,000 on a 21-day online learning journey. This is immediate that you can do, and then later on, when there's a schedule, you can sit in a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A. We will have another one in April, by the way, because we have an ongoing now. Then we have a 3-day live business bootcamp to help you jumpstart your coaching practice. And there are so many more bonuses of program program that you can use soon after you become a life coach, soon after you become certified. So hop in with us, connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to know more about opportunities waiting for you in this profession. So once again, do join us for another coaching conversation later with Coach Tricia for coaching for mental models at 4 p.m. Okay? So once again, this is Life Coach Marife Garfin from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Thank you so much for joining me. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. God bless everyone. Have a wonderful day. Get out of the parenting trap.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.